Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Kocka, which means the cube, and I've decided to make the video analysis in English so basically the whole world can understand me. I'm an ICT student for past 3-4 years, since 2021 when he had a last enrollment to enter his private mentorship group. So I only use ICT concepts to navigate the markets. This month of July, I've decided to provide you for free, obviously, with crypto analysis. Specifically, only Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why only Bitcoin and Ethereum? The reason is because they use CME futures contracts. CME is the regional price delivery for a Bitcoin. You see other exchanges have different prices. The reason is because they bought price from CME and then added spreads to that price, and this is the reason why you see different prices in different exchanges. So basically every exchange added their spread to that original price. So if you want precision and be exactly at price point that I'm pointing, you need to have this chart opened for analysis. So basically for the past 3 months we've been stuck in consolidation in Bitcoin. I've provided my viewers and private students with some exceptionally precise analysis. I've called it first stop precisely. I've called it that retracement precisely. I've called it that drop basically here precisely. And for the next few weeks you will see the same thing. I think we've reached the top for the Bitcoin price. I'm thinking that we are heading to see lower prices in the summer and in the fall this year. So that consolidation is now being basically broken. At the top, obviously, we have all-time high as the top of the range. And at the end, we have this low as a sell-side liquidity. If you're not familiar with these terms, sell-side, buy-side liquidity, basically highs and lows are called sell-side and buy-side liquidity. Why? When you enter a position in a market, when you're long, for example here, you protected your position with sell stop, and that is the reason why that low or any other low is called sell-side liquidity. That is the obvious low, long-term obvious low, and I think we are heading to sooner or later see that low be reached. For other tools that I use, I'll provide lectures on this channel, so be patient if you're not familiar with the ICT concepts. I'm using the breaker and liquidity plus volume imbalances. I say, if you're not familiar with that terms and tools, I'll provide lectures on that topic. Main breaker, we are on daily time frame, as you can see. The main breaker I used for the past 3, 4, 5 weeks was that candle. This is the bearish breaker. Why bearish? Because this is the last drop last down close candle before Bitcoin price reached these equal highs. As I mentioned earlier, these equal highs are called buy-side liquidity. As you can see, if I zoom in, that high passed these equal highs, and liquidity above this high, when someone was short here, they was putting the buy stops above this high, and the main job of this price run higher was to reach these buy stops of participants in that move to the downside. So this is basically the last drop of that price run higher. Market dropped in that price level from that high to that low of this candle, dropped here, 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 and use it as a support, as we can see. But for the breakers, the key is when you have breaker and the candle needs to close below the breaker low, in that case, this candle body closed below that low of the breaker. When that happened, the breaker was activated. For the past weeks, this candle was used as a support, and when this specific candle closed with the bodies, this thick part of the candle called bodies, this thin part of the candle is called wicks or tails. When that candle closed with the bodies below the breaker, then market will have tendency to retrace back into the breaker and use it as a resistance. You can see that phenomena on multiple other examples. For example, we've had this breaker. This is called bearish breaker because this candle is pushing price down. If you flip a coin, also you can have a bullish breaker. So this is the last up move or bullish candles before attacking the sell side liquidity below these lows. So this is the last move up before attacking the sell side liquidity of these lows. When that candle closed above this price range, these candles, then that bullish breaker becomes active, and as you can see, price had tendency to retrace into it and go higher. Because of the intra-market analysis, because of the dollar, because of the gold and other markets, the price didn't go higher and reach new all-time highs. Because we had shift in market structure, in market as a collective, as a global thing. So for that reason, we dropped lower, and as you can see, we used that breaker as a resistance to go lower. Specifically last week, I've called a Bitcoin to reach that specific another tool that I use. It's called volume imbalances. So basically that is the separation between two candles close and open. This is the separation between Thursday and Friday last month. So this is called daily volume imbalances. Second, the most important volume imbalances is weekly volume imbalances. I have it marked here, as you can see. That is the Friday close candle, and that candle is Monday specific price level of his open. So we have daily volume imbalances as a target for last week, and Bitcoin reached that price level and use it as a support. As you can see, the bodies are respecting that low level of volume imbalance and use it as a support to go higher. Last night, before we had new week opening gap for this week, that is specifically this price range from Friday close to today Monday's open. So we have last week new week opening gap and this week new week opening gap. My belief is that we are heading to go to that last week new week opening gap, use it as a resistance, and then go lower to see new lows, specifically this low, and main goal obviously is before mentioned this sell side liquidity in form of that long-term low. This is it for now. I'll provide you with some other analysis some other day, as well as new lectures about ICT concepts and how to use it and how to precisely navigate through the markets. Good luck and see you again.